different. "What kind of glass is this?" "Bulletproof," Wyrick said, and then pointed up. "What do you think about the crown molding?" The shock in his voice was obvious. "Bulletproof? Do we think that's necessary?" She shrugged. "At the moment, I'm the one with people after my ass, but down the road, you might benefit from it as well." He blinked. "Sorry, I didn't think." She pointed up again. He obliged, then nodded with appreciation. "The crown molding classes up the place. What's the ceiling height?" 18 feet in both rooms. Come look at your office." He followed her to the inner office and immediately pictured himself there. How does she do this? We can't get along for more than 10 minutes at a time, and yet she reads my vibe like it's written on my forehead. He smiled and meant it. "I like it a lot, and those windows are going to be my saving grace when I feel cooped up inside." Wyrick relaxed. He was pleased. "There's also a private bathroom in each office. Yours is through that door just beyond the wet bar." "I have a wet bar?" "You do now. For your upscale clients," she added. Charlie eyed the fixtures with satisfaction, then opened the door to check out the bathroom and stopped. "There's a bed in here," he said. "And a closet, and the bathroom is through that door on the other side of the bed," she said. "For the times when you might want to work late or need to change clothes before a meeting." He walked into the room in disbelief, checking out the small walk-in closet and then the bathroom, complete with a shower actually big enough to accommodate his height. He thought then of all the details she'd seen to just for his comfort and turned around to thank her. But she was gone, and he could hear voices. The movers had arrived with their files and computers, and from the sharp tone in Wyrick's voice, someone had already displeased her. He went back to the outer office, hoping he could sidetrack mover mutiny. But once he walked in, he realized 2 sets of movers were here, one with the things from his apartment, and the others with more new furnishings. And her annoyance was at one of the men for not being careful enough with the leather sofa they'd carried in. "That goes against the wall behind you," she said and pointed. 3 other men came in carrying wingback chairs upholstered in red and gold brocade. "Those go into the big office." She led the way, directing the men to put 2 of the chairs on the opposite side of Charlie's desk for client seating. 2 more were placed against a wall, and one went in the corner of the room, next to the shelving. Wyrick glanced at Charlie, hoping the design was to his liking, and was happy to see the smile on his face. "It's really nice," he said. She nodded, then glanced at the desk. "The lamp. Where's the lamp?" she muttered, and dashed back into the outer office, before coming back with a small gold desk lamp and plugging it into an outlet on the side of the desk. "Nice touch," Charlie said, and then his cell phone began to ring. All of a sudden, Wyrick felt the room moving out of focus and saw Charlie's wife on the floor, her face covered in blood. Then the image faded. Her heart was pounding, and she was watching Charlie's face. This wasn't going to be good news. The moment Charlie saw caller ID, his heart skipped a beat. Morning light memory care. "Hello, this is Charlie." "Charlie, this is Dr. Dunleavy. Annie had a fall. She cut her head and knees, and one of her elbows is bleeding too. We sent her to ER because of the head injury. They'll assess her, treat her injuries, and they'll let me know if she needs to be hospitalized." Charlie groaned. "Oh, damn it. Is she bleeding a lot? Is it a bad cut?" The cut isn't that deep, but any head injury requires x-rays, and she'll have to be watched for signs of concussion." "Which hospital?" Charlie asked. "Baylor University Med Center. We sent one of our staff members to accompany her with all her information," Ted said. "I'm on my way," Charlie said, and dropped the phone back in his pocket. "Annie fell. Among other injuries, her head is cut and she's bleeding." Wyrick was in shock. She'd never had a premonition like this before, and didn't know what it meant. "Go take care of Annie. I've got this," she said. And then he was gone. She was confused about what she'd just experienced, and sad for him. But beyond this office...